Okay, I'm going to start this off by giving you guys just kind of a quick overview of what Wix looks like on the back end, and I'm just going to show you guys kind of how basically in Wix how you would just go about and do edits on a standard page. Okay, so let's get started. So you can see here, this is what our home page looks like, Minnesota Orienteering Club. I'm just going to go ahead and quickly switch over to our 101 page, just because that's just kind of one of our typical blank pages, and it's just a good one to show you guys how to manipulate stuff in Wix. So once you're on this page, you can see I have a couple of different elements. I have photo, I have some text here, and now the beauty with Wix is that everything in here is just literally drag and drop. Anything that you want to move around, you just literally click on it and you put it where you want it. So for instance, if I don't like this photo up here, I want the photo to be below the text, I'll move that down there. Let me just say I'm going to move the text up a bit. Oh, and here's, so essentially you can just move anything around however you want it. This text, say I don't want it to be the full length of it, I want it to be just a quarter length. I want to take this page element, move that up. The photo, if I wanted to shrink this down, you can simply do that. You can move anything around on this page however you want. Now, another cool element to this is what I call the snapping. So if I wanted to take this particular photo and I want to align it with the left side of this, I can just simply click and drag on this and I move it over. Let me smooth this down. You see how that orange line appears right in this area? That just tells me that it's snapped to that, and those are perfectly aligned on the left. Now you can snap things left, right, top, bottom. You can snap it center however that you want. So this is the basics behind editing anything on a Wix page. It's literally drag and drop, just as kind of like a typical user would do like in a Microsoft Word. Now you say, hey, I want to add some stuff on here. Okay, now Wix has this add button over on the side. And you go ahead and click this. Now it has a whole bunch of different things that you can add. And again, this is just kind of like a basic, like a Microsoft Word type thing with look what's ribbon. If you want to add text, here's a section. If I want to add an image, it's there, an image gallery, and it has kind of a whole different slew of stuff to add. So for instance, let me just go in and say, oh, I want to add a new image on there. So I'm going to go ahead and click the images button. And now what Wix has is Wix just has a standard upload tool. So you can put all of your photos in here, which we do. You can see we have our various logos in here. And let's say I want to add this particular corn maze image that we have. Click on that, click add to page, and there it is. And I can just go ahead and I can move that around wherever I want. It's very simple. Now you probably saw some other stuff on here. I'll say that a club wants to add a video, if they have, some sort of orienteering video that they want to add. Go ahead and click on video, say it's a YouTube video. Okay, great. There it is on the page. And now if you obviously need to change the URL of it, right here, you just click change video, you plug in your URL, click update, there it is. It's as easy as that. And again, if you just want it, you can manipulate this, you can move it around however you want. Oh, say you don't want that photo in there, click the delete key. I don't want that one in there, click the delete there. Oh, say I maybe want that video to be the first thing when it comes in. Move the text around a little bit. And this is what basic page manipulation looks like in Wix. I'm just going to go ahead and add a button as well, because buttons can sometimes be a little bit tricky in some sort of CMSs. A lot of times you have to do coding via CSS to get it exactly how you work. Wix, of course, is a little bit different. You can see that they have a whole bunch of just standard buttons that they have built in. You can, if you like one of those, you can choose it. For instance, I'm going to take this button. I say, oh, yeah, that one's pretty close to how I like it. Okay, say I want the button there. Great. Um, Changing text, say if you don't want it to say button, let's just say we want this to link to like the OUSA website. So I'll misspell OUSA. There we go. And then you can click the add link button. I can go ahead, and now this is kind of neat because you can link it to like an existing page that you have on your site, an anchor on the page. But if I want it to a web address, it's www.ousa.com, and you can select whether you want it to open in a new window, current window, something like that. And I click the done button, and that's all there is to adding a button on the site. It's very simple. Now, the other cool thing is, okay, say I don't like this button, say I want it to be like a green color or something like this. This is what's great about Wix. It doesn't require CSS to edit any of this stuff. I can just go ahead and I can click the design button. And here, again, this looks kind of like the button window that we had before, but down here, we just go ahead and click Customize Design. And this lets you really tweak how you want it to look. So if I want to change the border color, you can do that. Like here, if I want to change, again, if I don't like the blue color, I click on blue. This is just kind of basic, like a Microsoft Word type thing. I want it to change to green. Now, the cool thing is I just need to hover over this, and you can see right on the screen that it'll change to whatever color I have on there. So it's, I don't want to say it's live because you, of course, have to click the Publish button to push it live, but you literally just hover over it, and you can see exactly how it'll look on the page, which is really slick. I mean, this is one of the main reasons that we chose this CMS. And again, if you, I want to make it bigger or smaller, you just click and drag on it. Oh, yeah, bigger, smaller, no big deal. Again, no CSS is required. All that stuff is just done on the page like that. So that's some of the, this is the kind of the basics behind manipulating just basic pages on Wix. So I just kind of want to show you guys that. Okay, thanks.